to me, it's always been like a drug. It's been like,
It is a drug.
Has a mixture of uses.
when did it become, when
We
did,
didn't declare it illegal till the 1930s when the Mexicans brought it.
when do we start calling, you know, a drug a
Well, the voters
A
of the
medical
Commonwealth
thing.
adopted it.
What we're proposing here in Littleton is just a cultivation site, not a retail dispensary, located on Jerry Cup, who owns Cup and Cup. He's got about 80 acres of farmland and some greenhouses, and we were looking to convert the existing greenhouses into a cultivation center here in Littleton. It would all be, it goes into next year. We're not sure exactly how the moratorium affects an agriculturally zoned farmland. We think it's ideally located, and it would be a place where we could operate and cultivate top-notch medicine. But again, the sales would not be done here. Everything would be processed and brought into the towns that we're proposing for the retail centers. And basically, we're just here to answer any questions and to clarify anything for the town. Sure.
I think that it seems like an ideal location, but I just thought of two things I could see being potential problems. One is it's very close to the middle school, and whether you want to believe it or not, kids in middle school smoke marijuana. How would you prevent them from illegally stealing? That could happen.
Yeah, no, 500 feet away from school, and also requires very robust security. We've contracted Lantel Security, which is one of the biggest security providers in the state. Work with several police departments, Massachusetts State Police, and the requirements are really over the top as far as security goes. The place kind of has to be like a Fort Knox, so no kid is going to be able to get in there, and your bells and whistles will
And then
go
I had
off.
one other
Yep.
thought that I had. Now, of course, no one has grown marijuana before because it was illegal up until now. But I would imagine that the plants would have a very strong odor to them, and the magnitude of which you would have to grow to service the people that would need this medicine. I would imagine it would be a really, really strong odor. How would you get that under control so that it wouldn't, you know, bother people?
Well, there's no residences nearby.
We live pretty close, actually.
How far away?
Yeah, we live very close,
How
so
far away?
I walk
2
by
acres for
it
me.
every single day when I walk my dog.
Yeah, but 2 acres, I mean, you're not gonna smell it from 2 acres away, you're not
But
gonna
how do
see
you
it.
know?
Could you address your questions to the population through me,
Oh,
through the chair, so that I can ask the people?
sorry.
As far as the, in 1 second, could you explain to the, in a Reader's Digest version, the security necessary and the size places? This Cup has 3 places in Littleton, is that right? And would you be limiting it to only one of
We'd be
the 3
limited
places?
to one.
And which one would that be?
Well, right, I mean, we were looking at the,
Which one are you looking at in
the horse
particular?
farm, but I think it was within 500 feet of the school. So we're looking at the 263 King Street location right now.
My question is, with the 100-plus applications received today between 10 and 3, it's my understanding that 35 people will receive licenses. Do you know the process? Is it a lottery? Is it a review of the plans? I mean, how will the Department of Public Health make their selection?
It's a point scoring basis. They're going to review all applications and score it, just number-wise, go right through it and say, okay, how much business experience do you have? How much business experience do you have in this particular field? How strong is your application?
Right on Beaver Brook. What would that Fort Knox thing look like? Is there gonna be like a 10-foot stone wall?
Oh, yeah, guns, and you know,
No, to be, when they brought this in front of us, it's like 4 or 5 months ago,
Yep.
this is not an outdoor cultivation site. It's a steel facility. It can't be planted in the ground. This is basically like,
Oh, it's like inside?
It's like greenhouse.
Oh,
So it's in-house.
you won't even be able to see it.
it's not like pick your own
Yeah,
pumpkin.
it's a lot. He says it's over the top security. He's not
So is
kidding.
there gonna be like a, 10-foot chain link fence around the side of your?
Well, we'll ask you in a second, those were your two. Ma'am out back?
I still would like to point out that this is
is also, as Joanne pointed out, on top of our watershed. So yes, while I understand it's a contained facility, it still could impact Beaverbrook and all the water sources we have. And again, it is a federal crime.
Yeah, we got that the first time.
People of
I just don't think people
Massachusetts voted
understand.
for it.
So there's no secret meetings like a casino or anything that people were accused of. This is, we just found out, and it's being brought in here now. So this is about the most transparency that you can see. And also, there's gonna be public hearings that are gonna be advertised as required.
Just met the applicant tonight.
Yeah.